I'm
Actually,
getting error, sir.
we done the task for using workflow, sir.
Create flow. So if you have observed the difference between workflow field update and process builder update records, in workflows, you can update only one field of the same record or its parent record. But in the process builder, you can update the records. Means if you want to set number of values to the number of fields, if you want to update more fields, then it will be very useful to use the process builder. Okay. And we remember that you should note all the actions which can be performed through the process builder. That's very much important. Okay. Now see the flows, or let's say go through the whole process. Okay. Now, so what is a flow? Okay. A flow is a visible component which will be used to give some kind of experience, like survey kind of experience. See, if you have seen some surveys like click on next and giving some feedback and click on next and something like this. So what is the usefully? So the flows are very much useful when we compare with other. So this is declarative part. These flows are very much useful to automate the process. Flows can be called from the process builder. Yesterday we have seen that flows can be called from the process builder as well. So we'll see that. No code to build flows. Using the flows, what you can do is you can create record, update record, delete the record also. But using the process builder, you can create records and update records. Using the workflow, you can create a record, you can create a task and update the fields only, right? So the major advantage is through the flows, you can delete the record also. If someone asks you that interview question that, how can you delete a record um, without writing the code? Then you can say that using the flows. So there are different flows like screen flows, auto launcher flows, schedule triggered flows, record triggered flows, platform event triggered flows. All are the same kind of things. Then you can see the differences in this one. Okay. So when it is from REST API, Apex, then auto launcher flow will be there. And then platform events means when a platform record is created, then you can now screen flow. Let's go with one screen flow. So free form auto layout you can use. I mean, so will some position will be there, and if you want to have free form, you can use this. Okay. So this is the start element. What you have to do. So now my example is just vote eligibility example, right? Vote eligibility example. Okay, means we will give the name and age in the screen. Then when you click on next, then it should give the information like whether you are eligible or not eligible. Okay, eligible, not eligible, based on the age. If age is greater than or equals to 18, then it should give eligible. If age is less than, not greater than or equals to 18, then it should give not eligible. Okay, now let's go on right flow. First screen. Okay, just drag and drop. This is very much useful. Okay, so Okay. Label, user details. Okay. Can give this your header, show header text. Footer is required. Generally use. So if you hide these buttons will be removed. Okay, but it's required because we need to use this. And this one previous is not required. This button is not required. Okay, this is the screen. Now for getting some information like to get the name, the text field is required, right? Where is the text field? There is a text field. Click, drag and drag. Okay. Now give the name as name. Okay. This is required. Required means value is required. Else it's not required. So automatically see this red symbol will be coming and going off. Okay. Some set compatibility, component visibility, validate input. See here itself you can give some input validations also, but for now it's not required. We can just click and then get another variable called number. Okay. Just drag and drop is. Okay, this is also required. Now done. You have the name and age now. So we have to validate the age. Means checking the condition. We need a condition for that decision. Okay. Decision is required. Means eligible means if if age is greater than or equals to 18, okay, this is one outcome. Done. Means we have checked one. So if this condition is not true, then default outcome will be given. Okay. Now here, give another screen like just label. Now we are going to display some screen and with display text. See this address. If you want to give some address input, then give it address input, cancel appointment, checkbox, group, currency, date. See this one, long text area. We'll give this. Assessment. So we need display text. You need to select display text. Okay, this display text out visible. Okay. What is the message you have to do? So here you can say, you can check these screen components is eligible for voting and where age is. Means you can, whatever the values you have entered in the previous screen, you can get using these variables. Okay, this is eligibility, vote eligible. Whereas okay. Now another screen to display it's not eligible, right? So that is also distress text. Here it is. Select your name is not for age is. Okay. You can use bold text, some points, whatever the matter you want to display, you can display this. Okay. Now we have created one flow. Means first we are getting the user input like username and age. Then we are checking whether they are eligible or not. What is the age and age is greater than or equals to 18 or not. Then so we need to display the message. So just drag and drop like this from here to here. And then from here to here, eligibility check means if eligibility check is passed, then we have to display is true. Else, just try. Okay, this is how you have to create the flow. Oh, visibility. Save. Okay, activate this or you can run it. There is. Click next. Check age is not eligible for voting. Your age is 12. So this is how you have to write the program. Let's say 61, we are doing 20. Click on next. Okay. So this is how you can build the flows, which is automatically triggers, and these flows can be used to run the programs. Something like saved it, activate the process builder. Now let's go to the students. Eligibility check eligible means you can create the thing here, save. Okay. Once you create a button means, so you have seen that buttons for different type. You can have flows, you can have other type of actions as well. This is a customers, right? Now go to one of the customer record. You have layout and their buttons also there, right? Go to the buttons section. have actions. Where is this? Oh, that's web actions. Actions. Check as events. So this check eligibility button can drag and drop. Okay. So once you click save, as we have added for the lightning experience, okay, go to the lightning. For customers, where is this customers tab? Now, you see this check eligible button is available here. Just click, flow will start like this. Okay, and then now you want to give something like test. Okay, once you finish, that will be closed. Okay, so this is how you can create flows. Using the flows, what you can do? See, you can assignment, decision, loop, collection, sort. These are different thing. Now, the different thing, data operations, create record, update record, delete record, get records. Okay, what is this? Date create. Okay. So okay. Rollback records are also there. Rollback means once you have cards, something error, if you want to get it rollback. Rollback means whatever the changes you are done, just getting back them. That's called rollback. Okay. Now let's see. We have seen that. So we have a process builder to create payment record. Okay, using the process builder. Now we'll see how we can create the record using the flows. Okay. Go back. Flows. Just new flow. Now be careful to select the flow type. Here, schedule, frequency, auto-launched, invoked by Apex, processes, REST API, and more. Means this will be called from the process builder. Okay, process means process builder. And this is record triggered flow. Means when a record is created, updated. Okay, click next. Okay, now what we need to do is we just need to have to create a record, right? Create payment record. Okay. Now, how many records we need? One record or multiple records? We just need only one payment, right? So use values, all values from the record, or use the separate resources or literal values. Use this one. Okay. Use this. Which record you need to get? This is a bit difficult. So what you can do is there are two ways. One is you can pass the student number, student ID to the flow. Okay. Let's write using that one. Okay. Get the record means what we are going to do is the flow. The requirement is create a payment record when the student is created. Initial payment is not zero. Okay, this is the requirement for us. Now, for that, first you can use process builder because this is creating the record, and another one process builder with flow. Process builder with flow. Okay. Now let's go and create the flow to launch. First thing, get the records. Okay, in this one also, there are two ways. In this one, just directly pass the student ID and student ID initial payment flow. First option. Second option, pass student ID to the flow and get the student feeds, student record and create record. Okay, so this is, there are two ways. Let's see first option first. This is very, very, very important because in coming days, whatever the Apex triggers we are going to write, all will be overridden with the flows. Flows are very much important and those are too much powerful also. Okay, now here, first thing, get records. Okay, first one we are going to pause. Okay, first is initial payment, right? Get this one, just create record. This one, first option, create payment. Okay, this is you will be getting the values from the flow. How to create this one? Just payment, double underscore C, select the object. Now here, some values are very much important. Student is required. So this is a simple, but how can we get the values from the process builder? We are going to call the process, this flow from the process builder. How we are going to get it? So for that, create a new resource, okay, or new resource with the type is text, okay, variable, constant, formula, text template, stage. First one is variable, and this variable is text type, right? So you can say that var student ID. Okay. Now here, what is the data type? Data type is text. It is record ID. We need it because we need to set value for the lookup field. We need ID text field. Okay. Another very much important is available for input, available for output. Select these two. Okay, if you are sending multiple values, then you can select allow multiple values. Okay, but here it is not required. Okay, available for input, available for output, student ID. So apart from that student ID, we need one more value like amount. right? Amount, get it, create any resource. Same way, we have to give variable amount. This is currency field, right? Where initial data type is number or its currency, right? So this is the initial amount means currency. Give this as input, output. So if you don't give as input, it will be available in the process builder. If you don't give his output, then it will not be available in the next screen. Be careful. Okay, and then that one name we need it, right? Name is just something initial payment. We can give like this. Another one status is there. Status by default you can make it active. It is value. Okay, done. This is done. Just like this. That's it. Okay, save this flow. Create payment. Okay, done. Let's activate it. Okay, now go to the process builders. Student process builder. Okay, inactive versions only. Active process builders cannot be deleted. Okay, now on this one, when you change to the process builder, you have to deactivate this first, right? And then clone it as a new version. This is the right. So is new and initial payment is not null. Then you are creating the payment record, right? So this is delete this. Okay, add action, have flows. Okay, then flow is payment, create payment flow. Okay, now here variables we have to pass. Say this where student. If you don't put as available for input, then it won't display here. Reference student ID boundary. Choose. Okay. After that, we need to pass the amount, right? Where initial amount is field reference from student initial field. Initial payment. Okay. These two are required. Okay. Then here, even if you click on here, so there is nothing. Student ID, initial amount are there. We have already passed them. So delete this. Save. Okay. Active. Here, go to the students. Test. Put my string. So create a new student. Test 2. Status active. Job joining. Initial payment. Student email. Total fee. Training is required. And 003. Save. Now under this one, there should be payment record. Okay. Initial payment is created with active status and 5,000. Okay. This is how you can pause this one. But let's say you are passing values directly to the flow. Student ID, initial payment, initial amount you are passing, right? So if there are more than 10 fields or 20 fields, you need to get it. Then passing all the variables from here, it will not be good. Okay. For that, what you can do is put the flows. Same way. Let me change this only. So you can't change once it is activated. For that, please just use save as. Now this will be the new version, inactive and new version. Use the same one. Okay. Yes. Create record is same. Keep it away. Now, so there is student ID we have already passed, right? Get the record. Okay. Get student record. Okay. Now, what is that? Payment record. To get student record. Student. What is the condition? Student record ID equals to, we are passing that from the process builder. What is that? Where student ID. If this is equals to this, get all the values, right? Where student ID. So if you want to get all the records which are matching with this condition, then you can get all records or only the first record. As we are having only one record with student ID, you will give only the first record. Automatically store all fields. Okay. And then okay. So we are getting this record, student record first. This is done. Now here what we can do is values. Instead of setting from there, you can use student from get student record, then record ID means all the values ID, okay, initial payment, student, initial payment, name is this, and even status also from student record, then status. Same status will be updated here. Okay, means if you have 10 fields or 20 fields, instead of passing them from the process builder, you can query the same record here and assign these values. Simple. Okay. Kind. Here, change to this. Okay. Same as this. This same. Right. Save we have to use. Now activate. You don't need to change anything because whatever the active version is there, that only can be called from the process builder. Okay, in the process builder, you can remove this variable. You don't need to worry about this. Okay, you can clone it. Create. Save it. Then activate this. Okay, flows are very much important. Let's go and create. Here, TV test. Student number active. So student email is not required. 7,000. Okay, total fee. Training 3. Save. Joining is required. Okay. Now the student record is created. Go to the related list. Payment record created. Okay. So this is how you can perform the operation. This is declarative way. And get records, create records. You have seen. I'm giving the task for you guys. Update records means whenever the initial payment is changed, let's say what I need is on the initial payment, I have 7,000. Let's say I change it to 9,000 or let's say 7,500. Some change is there. Now that initial payment should be updated, right? On the student record, whatever the related list is there, and that related list we have payments, and that payments initial payment. Only the initial payment record should update that. Okay. Tasks for you guys is date. Date payment initial. Okay. And the student initial fee is changed. Okay. That you should use. First use the process builder. Okay. Second one, use process builder plus flow. Okay. This is very much required. Another task for you guys. And the training is there, right? There are two. Okay. Think on student only, right? Have two lookups. One lookup field on master detail we have on the student record. So department is there, right? So whenever, yes, Ramesh.
So the meeting is going to be ending.
How many minutes it is there?
It's only a minute.
Okay. Just give you a minute. I'll complete and we'll start on the one.
Okay.
So my requirement is this department is a lookup field, right? But when there is a master detail element, when you delete the master, then children will be deleted. Means when you delete the training, then all students will be deleted. Now, what I need is whenever the department is deleted, okay, I need to delete the students. This cannot be possible through the this standard functionality like a process builder. It cannot be processed. I mean, you can't delete the records through the process builder. You have to use flow. Okay. Second task is delete all students related to the department when department